Hello everyone! Today I will teach you what to make with some leftover egg whites. I just posted a recipe where it uses 6 egg yolks. So I created this recipe where it uses 6 egg whites. Also during Christmas you have many leftover egg whites. So this is a perfect recipe where you can use those egg whites. And the name of the recipe is Bílkový chlebíček, which will translate as egg white bread. It's definitely sweet bread and I recommend using your egg whites for this particular recipe because you will not be disappointed. So let's start. Here I have in a bowl 6 egg whites. If you want to put it on a scale, because many times when we put leftover egg whites in a mug, we forget how many. So that's why I put it on a scale. So this is 7.25 ounces. Here I have 1 1/4 of a cup powdered sugar. Then we will need 3/4 of a cup all-purpose flour. We will need 2 teaspoons baking powder. And here I have 2 tablespoons of rum. If you don't have rum, just use plain water. I tried it with the water, works perfect, so don't worry about that. I do have a rum for baking, so that's what I'm using. So it's 2 tablespoons of rum, 2 tablespoons of oil, and then we will put something inside. So here I have 1/3 of a cup very packed raisins, 1/2 a cup walnuts, 1/3 of a cup chocolate chips. If you don't have a chocolate chips, let's say you have a big bar of chocolate, you can chop it and you will need 2.3 ounces. And here I have this long loaf pan, which we will use. So this is typical for this recipe. And for that we will also need to brush it with unsalted butter and then sprinkle it with flour. I recommend using a little coarse flour, like Wondra is. You can also use all-purpose, but for that I would use a strainer, so you don't have big clumps of flour, but definitely if you can use Wondra. So this is it, and the recipe that I used the 6 egg yolks before, it's called the Boží milosti, the God's grace, the angel wings. So if you make them, make also this one, so you don't end up wasting delicious egg whites. So let's start. First step is we will sift our flour. So this is 3/4 of a cup all-purpose flour. And the reason why is because the egg whites will be very fragile and you don't want to deflate them with big chunks of heavy flour. Then we will need 2 teaspoons of baking powder and we will sift it all together. Because the egg whites are really airy, we will need some airy flour too. And the little pieces I just with my finger crush. Another step that we will make in the preparation is to chop these walnuts, and we need 1/2 a cup. So I just have a knife and I just go like this. Doesn't have to be perfect, just smaller pieces. And when you look and you see some bigger chunks, just go like that. I'm using my hand because I don't want them to fly everywhere and because I took the smallest board I have. This looks good, so I will add it to my bowl and I will chop the rest. Walnuts are chopped. Now let's add 1/3 of a cup chocolate chips, or 2.3 ounces, and 1/3 of a cup raisins. And this is now ready, and we will now butter up our pan. Get some unsalted butter and brush it. If you don't have a butter bell that's sitting outside in the water, then you might need to soften your butter a little bit in a microwave because it's easier, and this way you can get it everywhere. So let's butter our pan. I do it all the way up, but it will not be as tall, but That's okay. So now sprinkle wonder flour inside. And now what I do, I just shake it and just cover it. I usually do it over the sink to not create a mess. And then add as needed, which I definitely need more. By shaking it, you don't have big chunks of flour. This looks perfect, so now let's set it aside. Preheat the oven to 350. This way the oven will be ready when we are ready. Here I have the mixer with the whisk attachment. And let's add 6 egg whites. And let's mix it. You want to do it on a pretty high, and when it starts to form, as we call snow, we will add some sugar. I put it on a maximum speed, so it's faster. This looks good, so I will turn it off, and now I will add the sugar. Also, one important thing, make sure that this bowl or any bowl you use is extremely clean. There is nothing oily or greasy, and also that there is not even little piece of egg yolk, because egg yolk has a fat. If there is a little bit piece of fat or grease, you will not be able to mix the egg whites. So here I have 1 1/4 of a cup powdered sugar. So let's just add it in. And let's mix it. Now don't do maximum, because there is the powdered sugar and it will fly everywhere. So just slowly increase the speed. I'm not going maximum because I don't want extremely firm egg white meringue because then it's harder to mix everything. So I'm looking just for the soft one. It is starting to create, as we call, soft peaks. So let's check on it. And see, this is perfect. This is not too runny and this is not extremely firm. And now we will be adding other things. So here I have the sifted and prepared flour with baking powder. Let's add 2 tablespoons of rum or water and 2 tablespoons of oil. And now let's mix it, but now very slow. Because you don't want to deflate the egg whites. So I have it on a minimum speed. It's just for me easier to use the whisk attachment instead of like spatula. And you just want a little bit. Because I will still mix it a little bit also with spatula. And the last what we are adding is the mix of walnuts, chocolate chips and raisins. Just gently add it. And now again on the minimum speed. Let's just give it a stir, little stir. That's it. That's it, because we want to keep the beautiful egg whites fluffy. If you're a little scared of doing the meringue, just remember in this recipe, if you overdo it, it's better than underdo it. If you underdo it, it will be too runny and the cake will not come out as good. But if you overdo it, and the snow, as I call it, will be very firm, then that's okay. You will just have a little harder time to mix it, but that's better than underdo it. Now I will remove the bowl and I will mix it very carefully, because I'm sure there might be still a little bit of flour on the sides of the bowl. So just gently mix it, or something on the bottom. But this looks good, and now we will add it to our pan. The oven is already preheated, so it's perfect. And now let's transfer carefully all this mix into our prepared pan. See how nicely it is foamy and has nice volume. Now I will even it out a little bit. So carefully with your spatula, make it kind of leveled. Also one little tip, walnuts have lots of oil, so make sure to add them and then mix it only a little bit. If you keep mixing too much, the meringue will deflate because it cannot handle the oil. But this was perfect, so now it's ready to be baked. The oven is preheated to 350, and in my oven it takes about 28 minutes. But I will show you the test with the skewer, just to make sure that it's baked through. You also need a cooling rack, because if you put it out of the form on a plate or platter, because it's very long, the bottom will get soggy and wet. So I don't recommend it, and it will stick also to the bottom. So I recommend using cooling rack. But because the cake is very fluffy, it will create lines on top of the cake, but that's okay, better than a soggy cake. The timer finished, and here I have a wooden skewer, and I will test it just for you to see. Has a nice color. Now, this is the problem, because I of course put it right inside the chocolate chip, which there is high chance you will too. But if you look at it, you only see chocolate. You don't see any dough stuck to it. And that's what we are looking for. You don't see any pieces of the cake. So this is definitely done. The cake is out of the oven, and give it a little bit of time. Let's say 5 minutes before you will put it on the cooling rack, just to make sure that it detaches nicely, which is already doing. So I'm sure it will come out just perfect. The cake was resting for 5 minutes, and look at it, it detached nicely from the sides. But just to make 100% sure, I will just go with a knife like that. But I never had problem of this not coming out. And now let's get it out. I will try to do it this way so you can see it. Ta-da! It nicely came out. Now this is very hot, and the chocolate inside will be very, very hot. So let it cool off for some time, and then you can cut it and eat it. So I will wait for a little bit. The cake still will be a little bit warm, but I wanted to cut and show you and assemble it. So I will get the end. The chocolate, it's melting because it's still hot inside, so it will create a little bit of the chocolate lines. But look at it, you have raisins, you have the walnuts, you have the chocolate. It's soft, it's very nice. We like it for breakfast with some coffee. It's really good. Look how soft it is. So now I'm going to eat it. So now I will sample it, and I know it will be, again, amazing. So let's go for it. It's still warm. It has a little different taste because it's using just the egg whites and not the egg yolks or full eggs. But it's really good. You have the sweetness of the raisins, the chocolate, and who doesn't love chocolate? Anything with chocolate is amazing for me, chocolate lover. And also you have the walnuts, which gives the crunch, and they are not sweet, so it's a nice combination of flavors. and I really hope you give it a try. It's a fast recipe, it's not extremely sweet, so it has a perfect sweetness. That's how I always create the recipes. So definitely not overly sweet. Like I said, you like it with breakfast, with coffee, or just like afternoon snack if you're looking for something. It fills you up definitely because it's a cake. So I hope you enjoyed this episode and keep on baking, keep on cooking, and please give me shout out, Czech Cookbook, tag me in your photos. I would really love to see that. Put thumbs up on YouTube, follow me on my social media, and have an amazing rest of the day. Bye guys!